standing knee internal rotation, PAILS and rails. This is just going to be in the same thing we've been doing with the kneeling position. Is just standing. So the legs going to be a little more straight in here. So we've done really close. We've done about 90. Now we're going to go internal standing position. From this position, I'm going to take my foot, take it slightly into internal rotation of my knee. You might not have a lot. That's okay. Your foot does not need to be all the way here to feel the stretch. We're going to put it down on the ground, and then we're going to slightly twist this knee joint over towards the right. That should put a little bit of stretch on this stuff inside the knee capsule. From there, same concept as usual. PAILS is pushing down and inward. So my heel is trying to go in, because if that were to happen, my heel would go inward like that. My toes would go out. A PAIL is always trying to come out of the stretch you're in. Okay, so from this position, I'm pushing down after a 2-minute stretch, of course. 2-minute stretch first, then we push down and in, squeezing knee joint. Then we go the opposite direction, try to drive the heel outward as best as possible. That's the rail, so the rail is always the opposite. Trying to get deeper in that stretch and then relaxing into that position, allowing that knee to be under stretch, maybe a little bit deeper. Always, always, always have something on your foot or the ground that like keeps some sort of contact in there. So if I'm on a mat here and I have my socks on, I'd be sliding the whole time. Like I wouldn't be able to really get into the knee and put some torque on it, right? So the goal being here, make sure, like I always had to do this with my shoes on and on this like rubber mat, like the rubber flooring here. So if I didn't have that, find something that makes sure your foot can kind of like be firm into it and it's not going to slide. Like doing socks on hardwood is not going to work with this one. So a firmer carpet, a shoe on hardwood would be great, but a sock would not work at all. Or sometimes barefoot too, depending if you're sweaty or not. So just keep that in mind. You want something to be able to push down to and have something that you can really put some good torque on the knee. It might take a little bit of time to get used to that stretch or find it in the knee. That's okay. Just like any stretch we've done, we get better as we practice more and are able to put more tension in the right parts of the